Hello. 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 What's going on? Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. It's another episode of Party of Two, but we're missing the second one. So, Brandy has cheerleading. Well, she doesn't, but Gigi does. Therefore, Brandy has to go to the meeting with her. It's a meeting, the official meeting, because now Gigi is going to be hey, look, it's two. Hey, what you doing there? How are you? How are you? You okay? Yes. Well, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well on this lovely Tuesday evening, afternoon, whatever it may be. It is just Dave of Brandy and Dave hanging out here on a fun Tuesday. It's actually gorgeous today. It was like 42 degrees every day for the last 5 or 6 days. It's just been junk here in PA. Hit 86 today. Thursday's going to be like in the 90s. It's crazy. Tim Pruitt, what's up, man? Hello, Winston and Dave. Captain Akron, what's going on? Hope you're well, dude. Hope you are well as all the wellness is welled up. But yeah, so it's warm. As you can tell, it's bright because you can't see the colors behind me. You can't I'm flushed. A little peaked. Is that a word? I don't know. It is a word. I don't know if it's a real word that needs to be used in this situation. Martha, what's up? Minnesota Martha, what's kicking? Winston could be my stand-in co-host, and he might be. He might pop his large Tyrannosaurus Rex-ish head into the screen from time to time. Yeah, there's a little bit of blue back there, but it's not as vibrant as it is once the sun goes down, or at least it's got to like there's a hill there, and it's got to get below the tree line, and then it's pretty okay. But that's like another hour at this point because it's almost the longest day of the year. We're getting there. We're 5 weeks away, but summer is in full effect in Pennsylvania. It's Joey's World. What's up? How are you? Tim, what's up? Amanda Vision, what's going on? I am solo because Brandy and Gigi had to go to a cheerleader meeting for Gigi, obviously. But it is her first year of varsity cheering. So they're off to that meeting here momentarily, basically. So you got me. I'm just here for information. All the good looks are gone. So you'll have to deal. I apologize. Jeff C., what's up? Welcome in. What's going on? So, any rate, I guess point of today's show, as you could tell from the title, it's speculating on what the rest of 2021 is going to bring, and how that's going to affect Walt Disney World. And this is 100% personal opinion and speculation. So don't take this as gospel. Don't at me in like 6 months when something doesn't happen. Actually, at me anyways, because it's kind of fun. But yeah. So the whole point is to talk about what we think is going to happen the rest of the year, because 2020 was supposed to be a big year. Supposed to be the biggest year in the last 50 years of Walt Disney World history. You realize pre-COVID, this year was 100% to be the year of years to go to Walt Disney World. And just as a quick overview, right? Stuff that was going to be opened. Railroad would have been back. And that's not even new, and everyone would have been pumped about that. You had Tron opening up. You had Potentially scuttlebutt. Never heard anything beyond just some scuttlebutt. Amy, welcome in. AJC Magic TV, how are you? You had scuttlebutt of the new monorail cars, right? Not to mention at Epcot, Ratatouille. I'm going to miss a bunch here, but not to mention Ratatouille, Guardians of the Galaxy, Harmonious, the whole front side of Epcot being completely finished. Well, the majority of it being completely finished. Animal Kingdom. What the heck was going on in Animal Kingdom that I can't think of right now? Darn it. Oh, the new Beauty and the Beast stage show at Epcot, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And we all know the reason is because the 50th anniversary is October 2nd, 2021, which is quickly approaching, 5 months out. Then COVID hits, right? And all this stuff, Disney goes into complete protection mode when it comes to the parks. Well, here we are at the beginning of 2021. Roughly. We're about halfway through this joint. But restrictions are being lifted. Disney's played into that. Not played into that, but Disney's reacted to that a little bit with the no masks outside. And now you're sitting here and you're like, what is Disney going to do over the next 4 to 5 months to prep for whatever they can muster and garner from a marketing standpoint, from a preparation standpoint, from a draw standpoint, that beyond the normal nerds of us, and yes, we're nerds, but I love you all. We're the good kind of nerds. I don't know. Is there a bad nerd? I don't think there is. Besides the draw that we all have to go there, to be there for the 50th and all the fun stuff that was going to open that isn't now going to open. Oh, Space Restaurant 2023 or whatever the heck it's called, 223. I don't think it's that. It's 220, Space Restaurant 220. There we go. But all this stuff, right? How are they going to draw people here towards the end of the year? Okay. Real quick, Christine Hickman, welcome in. Julie C, hello. Excuse me, Teresa Martin, how are you? Hope you're well. So at any rate, the point is that over the next several months, it is going to be, my estimation, one of the busiest, craziest, most information-filled times at Disney, with good information as opposed to the most informationally filled time that was this time last year with bad information of reacting to the pandemic and such. But so we are moving out of it. Obviously, more people are becoming vaccinated. People are getting more comfortable getting back into larger crowds. And Florida's obviously helping with that because Florida's revenue comes from all of us that aren't there. Their tax revenue. So they want us there. They want us back as soon as possible. And they're going to get it, and we're going to come in droves, and it's been absolutely crazy. Attempting to look like our plan is to go in summer of next year, right? Big family trip, summer of next year. So been looking at the thoughts, and you look at the Walt Disney World website, and it was just insane the amount of like quote unquote bookings in the last 23 or last 24 hours, right? Hundreds, thousands, right? It's insane. So anyway, this is my long-winded, Tracy Glenn, what's up? This is my long-winded introduction to the fact that we're coming into a pretty crazy, awesome, good time for information to come out about the parks, about everything that we so dearly have missed over the last 14 months or so. I don't want to use the phrase getting back to normal It's where we're heading, but it's not going to be yet. But frankly, Disney at this point, they're in their head, it has to be, how are we going to save the end of 2021? How are we going to put together a celebration of what this park is all about? How are they going to do it and draw people in and attempt to maximize the fact that it is their 50th anniversary at the end of this year, towards the end of this year? And we all knew that the celebration was going to last 12, 14, 18 months. Who knows? But as we move forward into this thing, what's Disney going to do? What can they do? What's possible? And what can they do to draw people there? So that's kind of where we're at. This is stuff I've been thinking about a little bit, and figured I would share it since Brandy's not here. Mainly because if she were here, I would just talk the entire time and she would make fun of me because I wouldn't let her get a word in edgewise. So, G. Wilson, what's going on? Welcome in. Herschel Linney. Hello. Jeff C. This may be long, but I think helpful. I was able to renew my 4 annual passes, me, wife, and 2 kids, even though they expired in March 2020. Interesting. That's real interesting, Jeff. I need more info on that because we have expired passes too. I don't know if we'd actually renew them. It'd be cool if we could renew them and then you start them next year, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Pete McDevitt, Peter, what's up, my guy? Kay Atwood, welcome in. Hope you're well. Hope you are well. For sure. But this year can potentially be. I don't want to say saved, but Disney has the opportunity with what is going on with vaccinations, what's going on with restrictions being eased, and not just in Florida, the fact that it's being eased in a lot of places across the country, right? Here in PA, we're open 100% as of May 30th. No more restrictions at bars, restaurants, gyms, any other venue. No restrictions at all. Only thing they are doing is mask mandate is still in effect. For those that are not vaccinated, if you are vaccinated, you do not have to wear a mask in a large crowd. But if you aren't vaccinated, until 70% of the state is vaccinated, you still have to wear a mask in a crowd. Nate, paging Mr. Morrow, what's up, my guy? Welcome in. So here, I'm just going to throw some stuff out. Guys, put your thoughts in the chat. We can talk through it. Jeff, 1 monthly payment plan. If you pay over the phone, they'll make you pay 100% full. Either way, my family's super happy. Oh, really? That's pretty awesome. Jeff, are you Florida resident? That's probably a big kicker because I'm not, and they're probably not going to let me renew it no matter what, even if I try. But why'd I lose my train of thought? Jeff got me all excited. I'm like, maybe I can get my passes back. I don't know. Maybe we can. That's a big nut to drop right now. Nice little 5K for 4 at this point. Woo. Yeah, there you go. So I don't know if out of state they're going to do the same thing, Jeff. It'd be sweet, but honestly, I don't know. So what's Disney going to do? Didn't Noah, what's up, dude? So what can Disney do between now and October to get go sell something now? That's funny, Jeff. That's super funny. So there's a few things that I think is going to happen between now and I'll bet you these announcements are. All right, I was talking about the Pennsylvania thing. Yeah, sorry, real quick. So PA will be open for that, for vaccinations, whatever, right? For those that are vaccinated, right? 70% is the number they're shooting for. and that should happen in September. That's the goal. They're saying by September, 70% of the state will be. So here's where we're at. Disney's going to do something. They're going to put something in place because they want to kick off. They want to, at least in my estimation, have a marketing plan that is going to show everything that is going to happen that is new, starting in the quote-unquote 50th year of existence, right? So that's going to be your birthdays on October 1st, October 2nd, right? And they're going to talk about everything that's happening in year 50. If I were marketing, that's what I would do. And I don't know how much they can ramp up. I don't know what they can bring in. But Nate, we'll talk because I think it opens next weekend. Question mark. It's usually Memorial Day officially. Also, yeah. So they're going to put in, I think, a lot of thought and a lot of focus on getting up and running, getting what they can up and running in their quote-unquote 50th year, right? So what does that mean? Martha's saying apparently looks like they're working to diversify food and drink menus all over property, trying a lot of new things to draw interest. See, that makes sense. They did that 2014, I think. There was a big pushback from the everything has burgers, chicken tenders, hot dogs, and whatever across all of your quick service, and they got that information. They got that polling information and they took it and they made a boatload of changes to quick service at that time. From like 2014 through about 2016, you saw the opening of a ton and menu changes of a ton of quick service spots, right? That's what came out of that is the freaking cheeseburger spring roll in Frontierland that makes no sense. So G. Wilson, I'm with you. We can start there. So what are they going to do, and what old stalwarts can they go to? They already went to the Halloween party because it's not the official Halloween party because they don't know when stuff is going to be officially lifted, right? So it's the, what do they call it, the Boo Bash or whatever at this point. It would not surprise me if, as you get closer to Halloween, or as you get closer to August, I guess, because that's when Halloween starts at Disney, that you'll see more stuff announced that is going to get closer to a real Mickey's Not So Scary as opposed to the Boo Bash, right? Like right now they're hedging their bets. But if it's as busy as I think it's going to be this fall, I think you'll see it kicked up because they'll be able to charge for that, and you'll see a ton of parties. Do I think there's going to be a Christmas party? Yes. I think that they're holding off on the announcement until they can get quote unquote official information on whether or not everything is going to be open, because they would much rather put the time and effort into creating into selling the Christmas party when it's going to be able to be fully attended, right? When they can get back to 100% attendance, I think they're waiting for that. That's when. See, Amanda, it's a good thought, and I think that's right. They might be waiting to see what sales are like for that, but they got to start planning for this stuff now, right? 100%. They need to start selling those tickets. They can't start it in October. I don't think they can. They might be able to, and they might sell out, but who knows? So the big thing is, on top of all of this, I think Christmas party is going to happen. Officially Christmas party, right? I think there will be an event on October 2nd, for sure. I think Harmonious is going to start on October 2nd. That's going to be the big thing, right? Ratatouille's. Has there been a date officially for Ratatouille? Tell me in the chat, officially. If not, it's going to be October 2nd. 100%. And I think if they can push it, Tron opens this fall. because according to touring plans and their refurb schedule, it says 2021 or 2022. Ratatouille ride open on October 1st. So it's right there. Thanks, Noah. October 1. So it's already done. It's going to open the day before. So we got that. You're going to have Harmonious. That's Epcot. You focus on Epcot at the 50th at that point, apparently. Yeah, no, they'll have to have soft openings in some capacity, I would think. They kind of do that across. Yeah, I can see them waiting a little bit to announce the Christmas party, but I'm not 100% sure. So the big question is, yeah, Martha, you're exactly right. Fireworks back will be big news. I think you're going to get that. I mean, this is a little heavy-handed on my part. July 4th weekend, fireworks back. Looks like a date to shoot for me. But yeah. Notice there's rumors Epcot Forever is coming back. Probably will happen this summer, and Harmonious makes its debut on October 1st. Right? Yep, I'm with you 100% on that sucker. Someone was saying that the big thing is that Epcot Forever, they have a boatload of fireworks, like a literal truckload, boatload, whatever you want to call it. They have enough fireworks that they need to get rid of for that show, that they need to run the show more. So it would be really cool to run through that, do that, and then I'm telling you, whatever they have available to open on the 50th or around the 50th or as close to the 50th, when people are there for the 50th, they're gonna do it, right? So what's interesting to me, fireworks do need to happen, G. Wilson, 100%. I can't even imagine going to Disney and not having fireworks at night. I can't. It's just always been that way. I can't. They may be trying to hire a fireworks coordinator now. I haven't looked. I haven't searched for jobs at Disney in a while. I need to. It's been a hot minute. I always liked looking at that stuff. 100%. So we got that. I don't think Guardians is going to happen this year. Sure as heck would be nice. Here's what Touring Plans has for new stuff. Space 2020, they're still saying this year. Maybe, hopefully, that'd be sweet. Remy's 2021. That's 10-1. The new Creperie is 10-1 also. They're also saying what Journey of Water from Moana is this year. And then we got a couple 2022 question marks, which is Guardians and the Play Pavilion, which both would frankly be pretty sweet. I doubt that they can push Guardians up. They might be able to. They might want to. I think that the one they're going to really attempt to push is Tron. I think they want something new at Epcot. They want something new at Magic Kingdom because you got to spread the crowd around. And then studios really, I don't know, hopefully get some stuff back. For me, the big one that they got to try to get open is Tron, because that puts something at Magic Kingdom as well. Only if dining plan is available again, then they can open. Why do you have to wait for the dining plan, Noah? Yep, completely missed the Indiana Jones show. I forgot how good that was. I hadn't watched it in a long time, and then watched it a couple Januaries ago. Man, that's been maybe not this past January, not the previous January. It would have been the year before. Yep, for sure. 100% for sure. Cool. So the other big question, right, is if you're going to have all these people coming, right? If you're going to open up all this stuff, where are they going to stay? Because right now you have hotel capacity not at anything major, right? It's significantly down. And I don't know where it is. Amy, are we planning trips? We are planning a trip for next July. Well, not necessarily specifically July. Next summer. I say next July just in my head because I'm looking to budget. So, but yeah, we looked at it. It seems like we can't do our big summer trip this year for a couple reasons, but mainly I think half of it's the fact that we don't want to, not knowing what's going to happen, even if we were put it in August, not knowing what's going to happen between now and August. We really don't want to make that vacation investment when we don't quite know what we're getting. We'd almost rather wait until next year. No, it very well may be in June. It's just going to be based on a couple things. I mean, one, availability. Two, it just depends what we want to do, right? Like, I don't know if we're going to get back into the whole getting APs in August and going August, then June, and then maybe a trip in between. I don't know what that looks like right now. So we're thinking through it. What's really interesting though is like, this is like going again. The next one will be like going again for the first time, I think. Not really, but at least from back when we weren't going every year, if not multiple times a year. Because it hits different when you know that you already have something on the books and you're coming back in January when you're there in July. And if you miss something, you can say, I'll catch it then, right? Got completely spoiled because of the D&T trip in August that we went down for. That would have been 2019 August. Because I was there in July, I was there in August, I was there in January. And I was there the January prior. I was in a 12-month time frame. I was at Disney 4 times, which was it was nuts. It was nuts. It was a lot. It was fantastic. But all right, I got to catch up on these. Joy asks, what's going on? Welcome in. Hope you're well. Jeff, fireworks come down to financial. Of course it will. Next fiscal quarter ends July 2nd. We see things really speed up in June. Indicate is better quarter. Yeah. Yep. Agreed. Probably it's probably right. My guess is, I mean, they're gonna look at financials. It might be the end of quarter financials, but look at, they're gonna see when they like automatically when you go from a spot where you're at 35% capacity and automatically make it 70% capacity and it fills up, which hasn't happened. I'm just throwing numbers out here. When you double what your revenue is and you know that it's being doubled, then obviously you know what's happening moving forward. So that's pretty easy for them. It's just where's the official balance point, right? That's always my question. Anywho, G. Wilson, without a dining plan, we are looking at off-property dining. Yeah, G, it's Miller's Ale House is pretty darn good, and if you go after 10 o'clock, it's like $5 appetizers. At least it was last time I was there. $5 appetizers. There were 13 of us there, had beverages and appetizers, and it was like $120. It's like $10 a person, and we had a blast. Let's just put it that way. Had an absolute blast. Hold on one sec. Hey, Dawson, turn that down a bit, please. Thank you. G. Wilson Dave, by waiting that long to go, you'll probably get Disney 100%. That's kind of where I'm at, right? Like, and that's what I was saying. I'd rather not pay the same cost for 80% or 60% Disney, even 80% Disney, as opposed to 100% Disney next year. And we're only 14 months off. And not only that, kids haven't been in a while. Brandy hasn't been in a while. Hell, I haven't been in a while. But you know what I'm saying. You go. Should be good times. Should be good times. Jason Nudo, what's up, dude? Come on, get adventurous. Book a 21-day Disney cruise. Dude, I've never been on a cruise. If I booked a cruise that long, it would be 100% for sure. I would get seasick day 2 and not be able to deal with it for the rest of the time there. It would be bad. It would be 100% bad. So Gary B, my guy. What's up, dude? Hope you're well. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Can I let you know how Dogecoin works? Are we getting back into this there, Jason Udo? Well, let's see what Doge is at right now, because it's been down. It's probably a good, might still be a decent day to buy. But Dogecoin is cryptocurrency that is written on blockchain, which means that every time that it is sold, every time it transfers hands, it's written into blockchain. It can't be copied. It can't be. What's the word? What's the word I'm thinking of? Counterfeited. There we go. But Doge is currently at 48 cents. Ethereum's at $3,421 a coin. So go with Doge. The latest info on Doge is that Doge still hasn't hit market cap, and it won't. And there's spectators saying that it can get to Bitcoin. Highly doubt that's going to happen, but that'd be interesting. But that's how it works. Actually, it doesn't work like that. You buy it with real dollars, and then it becomes fake currency for you. For a while, until people start buying NFTs, then it becomes real. COA's Road, never been on a cruise. Never been on a cruise. They do have stabilizers. I get it. We're good, and I'm sure it would be fine, and I'm sure I wouldn't get seasick, and I'm sure it would be okay. And I will gladly go on a Disney cruise one of these days. But it is super duper, really Jason Udo, fake, you mean fiat. Yes, I mean fiat. Sorry, I forgot. That's the nice way to say that it's fake and has no real intrinsic value. But I've never been on a cruise. Thought about Disney cruises. And every time I think about a Disney cruise, I think that the $9,000 that would be spent sure as heck would be really nice at the parks. If you're going to spend it on the parks. And that's just me. Because if we fly from here to Florida to go on a cruise, I don't care if we decided that a 4-day cruise was the way to go to save some cash or whatever. There would end up being a 4-day Disney vacation added onto it. That knowing Brandy and I won't just put this on her because I am definitely I definitely don't say no when it comes to upgrading at Disney. It would end up being a 5-day cruise and like a 10-day stay at the parks, and it would be a majillion dollars. So, Joey's Road, can I ride Star Tours? If you can handle that, you can easily handle a cruise. Okay, I can handle Star Tours, except for when I ride it like 7 times in a row. Then it gets a little iffy. But food is off the charts with Disney. I gained £1 a day. No way. See, that's the thing. I would love to go eat on the cruise. I don't like. I can't. Listen. Relaxing vacations aren't my thing. I don't necessarily want to go to a place that is new and interesting and fun and sit on the beach. It's not how I roll. I don't want to. Brandy and I are diametrically opposed when it comes to this. She would gladly go to the beach and sit down and be able to do nothing, whatever. After about a day and a half of the beach, I'm ready to go find something to do. At the beach, you can be at the beach, that's fine. But I'm ready to find something to do, whether it's mini golf or walk on the beach or look for seashells or, I don't know, chase sharks in the water, like I'm the crocodile hunter. I don't know. See what happens. But Jason says, I'm guessing it would be like Star Tours, but all the dang time. Yeah, that'd be probably about right. It'd be interesting. It'd be really interesting. So, learned last year, 7 days at the beach was about 3 days too long. Yep. G. Wilson, that's exactly how I am. Day to get there, 2 full days at the beach, maybe 3. I could probably handle 3. I also have to say, when I get to a place, I really don't like to motivate out of that place for for a more reasonable period of time. The only place that I'm even like remotely okay doing this is at camp, right? Like if I go somewhere, I don't want to go there for 2 days. I want to go for 5. I want to go for 7. So it actually surprises me. But like Friday night, go to camp. You're at camp. Friday night, you're at camp. Saturday night, you get up on Sunday and you come home. And I think the only reason is because you aren't like, because it's ours. There's a bunch of stuff there. It's not like you have to take 1,000 things. The things that I take because I want to, not because I have to have an extra 4 suitcases full of X, Y, and Z, right? That's maybe that's why. But like, it may be because it's so close. But like, I couldn't imagine driving to Hilton Head and not staying for 5 nights minimum, and then driving home. All right. Jason Nudo. Nowhere near that. Okay, cool. I'd like to do one. Joey's already did the same thing, scoffed at Disney cruise price until you went. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not worth it, and I'm not saying that Disney doesn't do it right. 100% agree that it's a good possibility. Stacy, what's up? Hi, I'm confused. Doesn't a party of 2 usually have 2 people? No, that's true. Stacy, Brandy, and Gigi are at her cheerleader meeting because it's her first year as a varsity cheerleader next year. So it is the introductory meeting tonight. So that's where they are at. So I am here rambling on my own. We're talking about cruises now instead of, stuff. Billy, what's up? How are you? Welcome in. Dave, think we were buying a condo in Florida in a few years. I wanted NC, but settled on Florida because of Joy. And I think we've settled in Cocoa Beach area. Got any advice? Not other than the fact that it's going to be very, very hot. And if you're going to live in Florida, you live close to one of 2 things, and it's either the beach or Disney, and it's your call. Cocoa Beach, I've been to Cocoa Beach for literally 2.5 hours. And here's why. Previous life, I worked for a company that sold a lot of stuff to Home Depot. I had to do a training trip and went to every single Home Depot on the eastern coast of Florida, including Orlando. From Jacksonville the whole way to Miami, I was in every Home Depot that had a rental. One of them was in Cocoa Beach, not on the beach, but near the beach. Obviously, I hit it near lunch. Drove across the bay, found this little spot that was open for lunch, had some seafood, and headed off to my next Home Depot. You won't live in Florida. I'm not a homeless person. Jesus. I would, I tell myself I'd love to live in Florida. I'd love to live near Disney, and that'd be great, except for the fact that I sweat when it's like 12 degrees out. So I can't imagine what it would be like to be in 90-degree heat for months at a time. And just, I'd probably lose 1,000. I'd be not in this issue right now. So, but we're getting there. Pay attention to all the coast owning condo insurance. Insurance, condo dues, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Jay said he's not doing it. Home Depot had a great day in the market today. Did they? I didn't even look. There were whenever I was selling to them, it was when they were going good times. Right, G. Wilson. As soon as you buy a condo, here comes a hurricane. That's the way it would be. Dad bods, dad builds. Chris, my guy. What's going on? I wouldn't make it either, for sure. Live in Sarasota on the water. Built a home in 2005. Housing values now are crazy high. It's not a buyer's market now. No, nothing's a buyer's market now. It is insane what's going on right now, market-wise, across the entire U.S. Dude I work with, his son lives on Long Island. He just got a new job. He's moving to the South. They already have like 12 offers on their house, and it isn't even on the market yet, like officially. It's pretty crazy. It's insane. I'm debating on selling this and moving to camp. If I knew Starlink was going to be better, I would do it. Heartbeat. And the fact that Gigi wouldn't like it, so I probably won't do it then. I sweat too. I'm from the desert. No humidity. Moved to Virginia and it sucks. Virginia's just as bad. Listen, we're in PA, right? And it is 100%. As soon as you hit like Virginia and Point South, the humidity goes from like 75 and 85% to 1,000,000,000%, and it is frustrating as all get out. You would think that saying, "Oh, I'm going to North Carolina, life is fine. We're not that far south." Yeah, you're far enough south. Whew. Jason Newton, I'm selling my house just to scrap the lumber. Oh, Jesus, you're exactly right, man. It's insane. But anyway, Chubb. We all know Chubb. Chubb's a zombie camper. One of Munch's good friends. He does road construction, right? And they said, hey, go up and get a piece of OBS. 4x8 piece of OBS at that time, and this was 3 months ago, it was $113. I think it's more now. It's insane. Surfer girl, what's going on? Welcome in. Sherpity doodad. What's up, Shep? How you doing, my guy? Driving home from Ames baseball practice. Ooh. Love it. How is Abe loving the baseballs? Tennessee is terrible too in humidity. Sun isn't quite as intense, but the heat is suffocating. See, that's my thing. Like I'm okay with heat, and this is such a BS opinion, right? Like hot is hot, just the way I look at it. But like if you go to Vegas, the heat hits different, right? It's not humid, but it's hot. Not a little hot. It's hot. But you don't feel as bad. You go out and it's like you're baking. Like you're in a convection oven. It's like you're in your air fryer. Instead of boiling in a pot of water, like everything else on the East Coast is. It's just so bad. So bad. Jason Newton said he read a report that 50K of lumber could buy 12 average houses in 2017. Now it buys 2.5. Doesn't surprise me. It's the reason houses are going so fast. No one wants to build. Sucks. Not sure if same in other parts of the country. Here in Florida, it's close to $14.60 a week to get a new appliance. Well, Jeff, it took us 9 months to get a couch, which just came 2 weeks ago. Ordered in September. Good times. But to hit on that, it's not just the lumber industry. It's not just anything like that. I work for a distributor. We sell a bunch of stuff to companies all around here. Excuse me. We have vendors that standard product lead time is in stock. And I mean in stock. Order it. It's shipped out of Tennessee. It's to you in 2 days. Standard product that people need to keep their plants up and running. That same standard product right now is out till July or August. It's insane. And it's not just one manufacturer. It's multiple. It's absolutely crazy. Jason Nuda, you just walk into the casinos and feel fine. You got married in Vegas? Really? That's fantastic, Jay. Jeff. Yeah, dude. Everything's so far out, man, especially if it's coming from offshore. Can't get off a boat. I mean, I have a customer that we had to change the manufacturer of a part they were getting because they couldn't get like a 14-cent snap ring, like retaining ring. It was insane to build the part that they were ordering, so we had to go to a different vendor. Crazy. We're totally off topic right now, peeps. Totally. Workforce problem, G. Wilson. That's a whole other ballgame. Whole other ballgame. I know a bunch of other businesses that are attempting to hire right now. People aren't going back to work. It is more financially viable for them to stay out of work than to go into work. And I'm not getting into the politics of it, but if you look at sheer numbers, for a lot of positions, that is 100% true. I don't blame them one bit. Why go back to work when you can get paid to not to? So that's where a lot of people are. Can't find people. Can't find good people on top of it. So let me rephrase. You can find them. They're just not coming out right now. So it's really interesting. Part of it's workforce. Part of it's the fact. The other big thing is companies are coming out of this, and you can't hire fast enough, right? So let's say even if they are finding people, they're not hiring fast enough. And beyond hiring fast enough, you can't train them fast enough. So if you're, we have vendors that I talked to one of our reps. He's like, we have 1,000 quote requests that we can't get to. We're that far behind. This is a national company, right? So it's massive, but 1,000 quote requests behind is insane. Standard lead time for their product is 4 weeks. It's at 8 now because A, they can't get parts. B, they can't get people to make it. And C, they don't have capacity. You have to realize that for the last 18 months, no one bought anything. When it came to capital expenditures or even like from a manufacturing standpoint, if you could run a machine by cobbling it together with duct tape and something else, and I mean, not for real, but you know what I'm saying. If you can get through something without replacing it, you're not going to. Well, now that everything's starting to kick up, now that everything's starting to come back, everyone ordered stuff. And by ordering stuff, all they did was flood all this, right? So like, yeah, we're good. People are just taking orders. They're excited. Now, capacity's not there. You can only make so many widgets in a 10,000 square foot building. You designed it that way because you didn't want to pay too much for the building. So you designed it that way. So yeah, it's a workforce problem. It's a workflow problem. It's a training problem. It's a raw materials problem. It's a surge in purchases problem. And no one understands any of it. That's the part that's crazy. And if we bring this full circle, look at what Disney has to deal with from a park capacity problem. You increase capacity. How do you get your workforce back? How do you get back the people that had moved on, right? Yes, you're going to have some people come back, obviously, because they want to come back to Disney. It's what they want to do. It's good to see the college programs coming back. That helps them tremendously. But again, that's short-term help. It's not long-term employees to put into some of these positions, right? So it's crazy how they're not only going to say at the end of the day, we want to make the 50th anniversary absolutely 100% memorable. How do we get there and what do we need done? We would love it to be this. How are you going to support that? Both from a workforce capacity and a materials capacity. Food prices are up trying to get people to come back, are you going to increase your food prices immediately? You're going to have to at some point. We'll see. We'll see. It's a very delicate balance, right? Like, the issue is that they got to report every 90 days to the board. The board doesn't like to hear say the money that stuff's down. What they should do, personal opinion, is just crush it. Right? Run in the red for a bit, crush it. I mean, running in the red for the last 5 quarters. Run in the red for a bit longer, but get people back, and not talking about the fact that it's not the same Disney, because that's the worst thing that could happen. The best thing that could happen is them going back to being themselves, back to being the Disney that we all know, and that the majority of people that go there always say it's a great vacation. That's what they have to get back to. There's no other option for them, except for the fact that you let your wallet drive it, and you're not going to get back there. So you hope that by the end of 2022, everything's quote unquote back to normal Disney. It'll be interesting. It's going to be a long road, just across the board. It's going to be a long road. So an article that Disney was able to get north of 80% of old cast members back. Really? That's insane. Is that full-time cast members? Is that cast members across the board? I know you don't have it in front of you, Jeff, but that's freaking crazy. Let's see. A couple other notes here. Jay Sanudo got a furniture story. Bought a Chesterfield chair online. Super nice. Took about 2 months to come in. Came in and I was out of town. Wanted to put it in my bedroom. Won't fit in the door. That's not funny, but it's funny. Billy says, I won't get into politics either, but it's the most ridiculous thing ever. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Justin, labor has the upper hand right now. Prices will have to rise as workers get paid more equals inflation. This will happen for the next, you got inflation probably for the next 6 to 18 months. I mean, I know we sell to a local bacon plant here that processes bacon. It has gone from $4.99 to $6.99 a pound in the deli. And I know that they supply it, and I know that it's supplied slab pre-cut. And it's up. That's 33% increase. I'm sorry, 38% increase. Right? Someone do my math. Someone check my math. Still waiting for my callback as a hand model. Yeah, I hear you. Me too. I would think it'd be a lot less too. I think it'd be like 60%. I would think that return to work rate at Disney would be higher than anywhere else because a lot of people want to work there. And 60 is probably high. Margins will be hit for the next year or so. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you gotta figure it out. Gotta figure it out. And it's really, do you want to win in the next 18 months or do you want to win in the next 18 years? And that's what they need to consider. That's really what they need to consider. Saw Tokyo Disney lost $350 million last year. I'm surprised it's only that, to be honest. What, bacon is increasing that much? I don't know, dude. Jay, I don't know. But yeah, bacon was up. It was $5 up to $7, so 35.5, 38%. 38%. Dad Build says Shep check the math. I don't think he's going to check the math while he's driving. But at any rate, folks, it's been an hour almost. It's been fun talking about all this stuff. Corey, what's up, dude? Welcome in, man. And it begins at the end. But, to recap, they're going to get as much open as they possibly can by the end of the year. Hands down, That's it. I think you're going to see almost all hotels open by August at the latest. Maybe a couple right after that, early September. I would think that they would attempt to get whatever they can open as soon as possible without even thinking about it. Thanks, Captain. Thanks, Captain Akron. Captain Akron. I would think they would do that. Restaurants will follow. You need to feed everyone. And then you just hope at the end of the day. You gonna come say hi? I'm live.
Mm.
What's up? Mm. Hi, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Hanging out.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Stuff.
Stuff. Okay. Well, Dawson's doing stuff. That's the update. Later, Jeff. Thanks for being here, man. Enjoy Taco Tuesday.
Taco? Give me taco.
Dawson wants tacos.
Give me.
It's Dawson's birthday on Saturday.
Give me taco.
Right. Okay.
Taco.
Cool. Jason Udo. Most informative. Jason Udo, this is the most informative stream. I appreciate it, and thanks for not having Shep on the stream. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Fingers crossed. Corey says, fingers crossed here that we will see the return of Yeehaw Bob. I think it's going to be, I'm predicting September, Corey, and I'll tell you why later. But yeah, so that, and I think I think you're going to see a Tron announcement for the end of the year. And this is wishful thinking for me. I think you're going to see a Guardians of the Galaxy announcement for the end of the year. I think those are the two things they want to get open. Guardians is probably a stretch. If it's a quote unquote stretch goal, as they call them in the industry, it'd be Guardians getting open. But we'll see what happens. Okay, appreciate it. Happy birthday to Dawson. We'll be around. So we got the good old Dis and That tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Shep, Steve, Zip, and myself will be talking about stuff. Jason Udo, what about those guys at the Grand Floridian? They were fantastic. First of all, the band needs to come back for the Grand Floridian. The pianist needs to come back at the Grand Flo. That lobby is not the same without those two things. It goes down a couple notches of places to hang out for me. They already took away the number one reason, which is Misner's, and they turned it into some $87 cocktail frickin' Beauty and the Beast lounge and ruined it. But I haven't been there yet, so don't yell at me. Guardians have a Christmas special coming on Disney Plus, maybe with that. Who knows? Maybe. It's Joey's Road. Can we talk about the tent GoFundMe page for Steve on Dis and That tomorrow night? Of course we can. That's a good idea. We have two GoFundMes going currently for Steve. One is for a tent, and actually it's a tent and one of those like sticks with a picnic mat thing tied to it, like a blanket dealie for him to carry. And second one is for more frosting for his frosted tips. Those are the two things. I think like $18 will cover it all, so we'll be good. G. Wilson, thanks for being here. We'll talk to you soon. My understanding, orchestra will never return. That sucks, Corey. Jay. Snobby the Grand Floridian. I'm like, I can buy your $40 soap, but I'm just not stupid. Listen, let's not talk about Basin. We had to buy a bunch of soap from there. A lot. But not the $40 soap, the like $8 soap. But it smells like the Polynesian, so we have to. Lovely. It is super sad, right, Tim? But All right. So I'm going to bounce. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you putting up with Party of 1 when Party of 2 should have been here. It would have been more entertaining. For sure. It was just the informative podcast, Dave, this evening. I just said podcast, which means now I kind of want to start the podcast again. But we'll get there. We'll figure something out with that. Cool. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. We'll see you there. Steve is live now. I think I just saw him say that he went live a little bit ago. Half an hour ago. Yep. Steve's at Epcot. LBV TV is currently live. So go support either of those two, both of those two, all of that fun stuff. We'll see you tomorrow night. We'll be back next week for another Party of 2. There will be 2 of us, and we will be talking about something. Don't know what, but we will be talking, and I guarantee that I will let Brandy talk. Steve is eating with Donna right now. Maybe getting bacon before it's too expensive. That's a darn good possibility. Hopefully Steve is trying something new, because the faces that he has made so far when trying something new have been priceless, and I have many a screenshot that we're holding for later days. Yeah, Tim, I'll tell you what, man. I was, and I don't know if Chris is still in here, but I was sitting around. It must have been Sunday, I think. Did Dad Builds go live Sunday, or was it yesterday? It was a random pop-up stream. I think it was Sunday. Later, Julie. We'll see you tomorrow. But I'm sitting here, and it must have been because I was sitting here. I was doing some stuff on the computer, and it pops up. I'm like, oh man, I should pop over there and say what's up to Chris. I clicked on it and I went to his channel. There's nothing there. I'm like, what's going on? So I dug through it. I'm like, he was live 2.5 hours earlier than that, and it didn't send a notification. So there's notification screw ups everywhere. So unclick it, click it again, do all that fun stuff. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate that. Love you all. We'll see you soon. Thanks. We got some thoughts, announcements, all that fun stuff coming up. We'll save that for next week. But love you all. See you tomorrow night. Hope you're well. We'll see you real soon.